Developing this morning, the longest government shutdown in history, dealing a major blow to travel. With staffing shortages already delaying and canceling flights all across the country, the FAA is set to cut back on thousands of flights at the busiest airports starting tomorrow. And now the Transportation Secretary is warning more extreme measures may be on the horizon. NewsNation's Brooke Shafer live at Miami International Airport. So, Brooke, a big story. What does this announcement mean for travelers?
Ultimately, Kelly, this means fewer flights and more cancellations and delays. The big question this morning, though, what flights and what airports are on the chopping block? The FAA said it met overnight with the airlines to talk about how they implement what it called a radical reduction in flights starting tomorrow because of the government shutdown. The FAA said with these air traffic controllers and other airport workers set to miss their second paycheck next week, more and more people are calling out of work. Because of that, they need to reduce air traffic by 10% across 40 high-volume airports. We should get a complete list of those airports today, but we expect major airports like Los Angeles and New York to be impacted by this. And we are talking about hundreds of flights potentially canceled every day. This morning, we know at least one airline, United, is already offering passengers refunds if they don't want to fly once these restrictions begin tomorrow. This plan, of course, a major step. It's one the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy admits is not a perfect solution, but a necessary one.
Well, I think it's going to lead to more cancellations. We're going to work with the airlines to do this in a systematic way. And again, we had a conversation about that. I'm concerned about disrupting people's travel. We're coming into a weekend, but we had to have a gut check of what is our job. Is it to make sure there's, minimal delays or minimal cancellations, or is our job to make sure we make the hard decisions to continue to keep the airspace safe?
Officials say the government shutdown has only exacerbated the years-long shortage of air traffic controllers. Again, more and more people, they say, are beginning to call out sick and not show up for work. The FAA said nearly half of the busiest airports in the country already have faced staffing shortages, and we have seen that play out with delays and cancellations. TSA lines have been hours long in some cities like Houston, Texas. Secretary Duffy said he expects additional disruptions and frustrations, but he reiterated this major move is about safety. He said if this shutdown continues into next week, we could see what he called mass chaos at our airports. He also said we could see more disruptions. Kelly?
Yeah, a major headline we'll be following closely today. All right, Brooke, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.